Hello, Faith Leader, and welcome to Breaktime. Today, Psalm 8:6 says this: You made them ruler over the works of your hands. You put everything under their feet. And then he listed all flocks and herds and the animals of the wild, the birds in the sky and the fish in the sea, all that swim the paths of the sea. You have made them, he said, you have made them rulers. Do you know what he's talking about in this passage? I know you know. It's you and it's I. And it's I. And over the works of your hands. So when we look at the things that God has created, all has been created by God. Now we, as his people, are those vessels that his hands get to continue to do his work. He is using us as these vessels to rule here. Now, ruling isn't a matter of controlling or manipulating like some leadership styles have taken, but it is a matter of serving what God has created, what God has given. He's given us to serve. He's given us to manage what he has created. We are the rulers here over what God has given. And then, but we need to remember something very significant when it comes to serving what God has created, that we first serve the master, the ruler of all. Because if we flip it and we look at ourselves as ruler over these and not see God first as the sovereign ruler over all, we become haughty, we become manipulating, we become controlling. But when we see that God is the majesty, David started this passage, the majesty of God first and foremost, and then to see under his majesty are we then are his worker. He's given us the works of his hands to take care of. That to me is extremely humbling. Why didn't he choose somebody else? Have you ever said that to yourself? Why me? Because God has said, why not you? I want to work through you. I want you to take care of what I have already created. I want you to use your workplace as a place where I am going to continue to establish my work, but I want to establish it through you. You know, part of the problem is we're looking for other people to take care of what God has put before us and complaining because the work isn't being done, when all of a sudden God is saying, I put it before you as my worker. Now what will we do? Will we allow God to establish what he wants to establish through us by being his vessels? That is your choice. But God is saying, I want you, I've created you to be my workman.